Let's see here. Where were we? Oh, Stifler, of course, Stifler. Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10, starting with you. Go ahead.
10.
7.
10.
7. 7.
Like right now 5 or 6, but like if I had time to get ready and stuff, probably like a 7 or an 8.
I think a 7.
I'd say 5.
Who said 10?
All right, now pause. As somebody that likes natural women, if a woman says they think themselves are a 10, how is that bad?
Don't you have lip filler?
I do.
I also like modesty in women. That's kind of a thing. But I'm just going to say it.
Brian, you always say
You
modesty.
two are not 10s.
In your
to you.
opinion.
Oh, I didn't rate myself. I'm a 5. There you go. Average.
you.
I'm average looking. I lose a little weight. I could get back to a 6 if I was better shape.
A 10 to you is an ironing board, which is fine.
An ironing board?
She's saying you don't like girls with tits and ass.
No, I never said that.
Right. He just said he prefers
I'm
it to
saying
fake.
I would prefer a girl.
So that's a 10 to you, though, right?
What do you mean? No.
No.
Okay. It was about plastic surgery. I'm not saying
your
big
preference.
boobs are nice, big butt is nice. I'm not. But if it's a choice between flat boobs and fake titties, I'd prefer small, flat, over fake titties. Now, if you're like, would you prefer a C cup over an A cup? I'd have a slight preference for the C cup. But I'm a labia guy.
But here's my
Can
thing.
you think of like a woman that we know who you would consider a 10?
Yeah,
Is
like
there,
what celebrity?
Yeah.
There's no 10s.
Okay, period.
There's no
I'll accept
10s.
that.
So when you're talking
There's
about
nines.
like modesty
Celebrity,
too,
though.
are you referencing?
Well, there's face and body. Those are two different categories.
Okay, I have a question. So if the woman, because you say you don't rate 10, it's just at most probably a 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so say that person you would rate a 9, and then you ask them, how would you rate yourself? And they say 9. Because they rate themselves exactly as you would, does that not count because it's not modest, or would you then deduct points?
If
you're 9,
assessment of them is that they're 9 and they're saying they're a 9,
Yeah.
I wouldn't object to their assessment.
Okay. No, just genuinely curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your modesty lend itself to other aspects, or is it just like
What do you mean?
how? Well, so you say you like modest women.
Yeah.
How they talk about themselves. Do you like modest women when it comes to clothing and things
Yeah.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to date a girl who's like, it's not a huge, like, she's got a bikini photo on her Instagram. It's not like, I mean, I would prefer if she had, honestly, no social media at all, or minimal social media, or a private Instagram.
Right.
And she posted tasteful, modest photos. So yes, I do prefer modesty in those realms too. Public-facing modesty, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys say you're a 10, does that mean that you think you are perfect looking, or is it more like I'm a 10?
Well, she
because
doesn't
I'm
think
just-
she's perfect because she wants to get plastic surgery.
Right. That's what I was asking.
Good argument.
That's what I was
Hold
asking.
on.
I want to be a 20.
You said you're a 10, but you said you want lip filler and fake tits and the hip fillers, the hip fillers,
And do.
and Botox.
Yep.
Well, how can you possibly be a 10 if you want those cosmetic procedures?
I can still feel like I'm a 10 because I know that I'm
but-
beautiful. I just want to be more beautiful.
But hold on, you can't be more beautiful
10 means
than
there's
most
no
beautiful.
room for improvement, right?
I
Yeah,
want to
10's
break
like
the
perfect.
scale.
You want to,
Break the scale.
break the scale. Well, you got to eat a lot more food if
Why-
you want to do that. I'm
why
just saying.
is that
you gotta,
so
You got to get
important?
obese. You
Why
got to
is-
get.
like,
Sorry,
I'm-
go ahead.
I'm just wondering why that's so important to you. Why this?
But Ebony
like-
donated $69. What is Ebony's OnlyFans name? I like the barely there short shorts, but I need to know if she has the proper sized kicks at work. D.
It's actually a skirt, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't disclose that. But thank you, though.
It sounds to me
Okay.
like you think that if you can achieve physical perfection, it'll like make up for something. It'll fix something in your life. Is that why, or like why do you value your looks like so much? That
I've
you
just
would do all
always
that?
been into that, like since I was a kid. Like I've always been into like beauty and stuff like that. Like I used to wake up at 3 a.m. to do my hair.
Why?
It was just
3?
something that I did.
Was it because you wanted to
I was just
people
like,
to perceive you a certain way, or
It's just for me. Like when I feel like I look good, I feel good.
do you feel like you have more to offer than your looks?
Of course.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was a connection with, like, you've dated mostly narcissists and guys who were, like, you would say abusive to you, like emotionally, like you said, you were forced to an abortion and these guys are narcissists. You have picked bad men and then you're hyper focused on your looks. Does that kind of sounds like it all goes together to me, like a package?
I mean, it could, but it is what it is.
Okay. I mean,
I just want to say the question, I feel like all comes down to it's subjective. So how do I feel about myself? That's how I answered it. I'm not going to say that I'm a 10 to you, a 10 to you, a 10 to you, or you guys can feel as though you're a 7.
Exactly.
To myself, I'm going to answer 10 because that's how I feel about myself.
So you don't think there's like an objective standard of beauty? Like,
There is, but for myself.
Wait, what?
so subjective.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
No, we're
That's what
saying
I said.
Yeah, what she was asking you, do you think there's an objective standard?
of beauty. So like you could have 10 people in a line and objectively one would be an 8 and another one would be a 4.
Yeah. But the question, as far as how it was asked everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. So I answered how I felt, but that's all I'm saying. I wasn't asked to rate everybody sitting here. I was asked to rate myself. That's how I feel about myself.
Pa donated $69. Patriotic helmet girl is pretty damn close to a 10. It is not just about looks. She is the whole package.
I was like,
Speaking of which, show us the other side. Do you guys like the change up? You prefer the hat over the helmet?
Memorial Day
Nick,
hat.
pull up the chat. Pull up the chat. Let's see the chat. Guys, do you prefer the helmet or the chat or the hat? Do you prefer the helmet? Oh, Nick, exposed. Do you prefer this hat or the helmet in general? I know it's like Memorial Day weekend, but the flag hat or the German helmet? Flag hat or helmet?
Bojangles
hat,
donated $69. Would you rather your hypothetical lonely son use sex workers or have an AI girlfriend? Which of the two is worse?
Would you rather your hypothetical lonely son use sex workers? I'm gonna go with I go with AI girlfriend. I'd prefer the AI girlfriend.
I would say the same thing because diseases exist.
Yeah. I prefer the AI girlfriend, folks.